Can something be equally infinite? Doesn't sound right, does it? Doesn't matter. What does matter, though, as far as you're concerned, is that this has given me the opportunity to walk a variety of other long-distance trails. These have included the Coleridge Way, the Cotswolds Way, the Mendip Way, and the Two Moors Way, to name but a few. Some have been completed in one go, but most a few days at a time, using my newfound freedom vis-a-vis the reduced employment hours. As well as the weekends, every Monday and Tuesday are now given over exclusively to the wondrous isolation of the long-distance hike. The one you're going to hear about, though, is the one I consider to be my second real adventure. A week in bonny Scotland, hiking the beautiful West Highland Way. The following is written using notes I've taken at the end of each day's walking, as well as from memory. As the big 4-0 looms ever closer, I'm conscious that the old memory may not be quite what it once was. Or maybe it is. I forget. In any case, you'll forgive me, I'm sure, the odd factual inaccuracy as we embark together on one of the UK's most striking and memorable trails. Nothing major, you understand, but I may, from time to time, put a hill in slightly the wrong place. That kind of thing. 17th of July 2017. The Preamble. Tasha rolls over in bed and without opening her eyes mumbles, "Try not to get lost." She's resumed snoring a few seconds later. I should probably make it clear at this point that Tasha is my partner. Without that knowledge, this scene has a very different feel to it. For a start, if she's not my partner, then what am I doing in the bedroom of a youngish lady on the very morning that I'm meant to be heading off to Scotland? I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression regards your narrator from the get-go. Right then, emotional goodbyes duly dispensed with, I proceed with childlike excitement to get myself dressed and ready for the off. I sling the trusted old backpack over the shoulders and march off into the sunset. Or rather the sunrise. Well, no, actually, it isn't that either, as it's already daylight. I leave the house. I'm only 5 minutes down the road when I remark to myself, "Blimey, this backpack is quite heavy." I had decided a few weeks prior that I didn't need to bother practicing walking with a full-sized and fully packed backpack in advance of this trip. Instead, continuing to use the good old day pack for my weekly adventures. I mean, I'm an experienced hiker nowadays after all. I've carried the thing around the whole southwest coast of England. I know my own strength, thank you very much. And I like to think that I have a pretty good handle on what I need to take along on a hike such as this. So, let's call that mistake number 1 of the trip, shall we, dear reader? By the time I arrive at Bristol Templemeads train station, my shoulders are aching. But my excitement regards what lies ahead is positively palpable. An enthusiasm that is already being put to the test a mere 30 minutes into the journey, as the prospect of a further 8 hours sat on the train fully dawns on me. You may be thinking to yourself at this point that travelling from Bristol to Milngavie, where the trail begins, by train is a strange choice. Well, I must say that this reflects badly on you, in my humble opinion. I suppose you assume that just because a chap has a crippling fear of flying, it means he can't be a brave and handsome Indiana Jones-type explorer, do you? Well, shame on you, dear reader. And dash it all, I feel a pang of sorrow for you for harbouring such a blinkered world view. Right then, where were we? Oh yeah, long train journey. I decide to use the time wisely by reading through the guidebook for the trail. This succeeds in keeping the excitement going and staving off the boredom admirably. The West Highland Way is roughly 100 miles long and takes in some of the most stunning scenery in the UK. Although it begins not far from the bustling city of Glasgow, it passes through some of the most remote stretches of wilderness a walker can hope to experience on these shores. The photographs in the guidebook are hairs standing up on the back of the neck beautiful. Dramatic and rugged landscapes filled with grand imposing mountains and shimmering reflective lochs. The potential for spotting all manner of wildlife is